Sometimes when I say that I feel difficult in Crimea right now and there are soldiers in here, people ask me, oh, is there a war? Like there are no fight? Why are you saying that there is a war if there is no fight? But there is an informational fight. And the presence of these Russian soldiers, it's also an informational fight. Because the citizens of Crimea who believed in those myths about the Western Ukraine citizens, that they are banderovцы and that they will punish you if you speak Russian, right now, just because Russian soldiers are here, they believe that if there were no Russian soldiers, they would really get punished for talking Ukraine. And if there were no Russian soldiers, time would pass and they would understand that there is no threat for them. So the presence of these Russian soldiers, it doesn't matter that they are soldiers. The matter is that people started to believe that they protect us, but there is nothing to protect us from. And so I believe that right now it is an informational war. And the fight I'm talking about is an informational fight. So we have to spread the knowledge that there are no people who will punish us for Russian language. I'm a little bit afraid of those people who are pro-Russians because they don't want to argue and they don't want to discuss their position. They just start to scream at you that you have sold yourself and that you are European and that you are not a citizen of Crimea at all, that they brought you in here. And no matter how you reason them, no matter how long will you be telling them that you were born here, that you spent your whole life in here, they won't believe you. I believe that television has a huge influence on our people, and lots of people watch Russian television, but maybe it's not even the most important thing, but the most important thing is that all these times that Crimea has been Ukrainian, Ukrainian government never tried to reason these people. It never tried to make them patriots of their country, and lots of them, our people in our region are not very rich, and they have no privilege to travel. And so lots of them never ever even seen Western cities like Lvov and others, those ones that people used to tell that banderovцы comes from there. And so they believe all those myths that says that people out there will hit you if you talk Russian or won't sell you even bread if you talk Russian. But I've been there, and maybe like 5 years or 6 years ago, if someone would ask me whether I'm pro-Russian or pro-Ukrainian, I would say that I'm pro-Russian, because I did believe as well that if you go to Lvov and ask for bread in Russian, they won't sell it to you. But then I visited Lvov, I talked in Russian out there, and I even talked to Ukraine because at first I was scared. I thought that maybe if I talk Russian, I might get in trouble. So I started to talk Ukrainian, but as soon as people understood that there is a problem for me to talk Ukrainian, or maybe I don't know some words in Ukrainian, and they understood that my native language is Russian, they switched to Russian. So those speaking Ukrainians, they switched to Russian just because they understood that it might be difficult for me to speak Ukrainian. And in here, if a person comes and he speaks Ukrainian, he really might get hurt. And so we are more fascist than they are. Usually we say in here that we are Crimeans because that means a lot. If you are Crimean, you can be Crimean Tatar or Russian or Ukrainian, and you don't have to choose. But right now, during this situation, people ask questions whether we are Russians or Ukrainians, and so we have to choose. But it's impossible for like a real Crimean to choose whether he is Russian or Ukrainian. We're simply Crimeans. We have Russian origins and Ukrainian origins, and we can choose. If I'll just say, okay, let's join Russia because the things that Russia wants to give us are good and that they will give us money and life will be better under Russia, wouldn't it be a betrayal? Because I was born in Ukraine and I'm Ukrainian, and you can't switch your citizenship just like that. Just say, today I'm Ukrainian, next day I'm Russian, and the next day I'm maybe German, because Germany told me that if I join German, I'll have lots of money and lots of possibilities. Well, I believe that most of young people think the same way that I do, and those who don't, they were raised under strict control of their parents, who told them that Russia is their homeland, because to many who were born in Soviet Union means the same that Russia does, and so they believe that Russia is their homeland, and that they were taken away from Russia when Crimea became Ukrainian. And so now for them it's only like a return to their homeland after 25 years of independence. What I feel about our new government is that in our country changes are needed. I do understand our people who don't want these changes and who don't approve this government, because even changes for one person are hard to take, and these are changes for a whole state. But without those changes, they might be not successful, but without any changes, you won't reach any success. There will be no improvements. So we have to be ready to change ourselves. Either way, our life won't get better, and I'm sure that I do know, I can even say that I do know that most of those people who want to join Russia, they say that their life is bad, and they are waiting from Russia that it will improve their life. But improvements are impossible without changes.
Russia! Россия!